Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror. There we go, all the time. Well, we just finished watching uh, the movie Nope, and it was really good. I got lots of things to talk about with Nope, and we're gonna have a spoiler discussion. Just getting some things set up. So we're gonna have a spoiler discussion tonight. Thanks for coming, guys, for the late night here. And I'm gonna bring on my movie bro partner, Michael. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Welcome. Long time no see, man.
Long time no see.
And we're just letting everybody know we're gonna be talking spoilers here and
Yes. Yeah, I was
what
going to
a
ask if you
yeah.
wanted to do spoilers first or if you just want to talk about your general ideas about the movies first.
Yeah, I think maybe we could kind of start off general thoughts and then we can kind of dive in to spoilers. I think that'll be fun. I see Val's here, by the way. We got Val's here.
Hey, Val.
Amber's here as well.
Hey, Amber.
Awesome. Um, and glad you guys are here. And for those who are coming in here to the chat, welcome. Welcome to the after party,
After party.
the after party from the Movie Bros React. That's right. So yes, you see our background says Movie Bros, and yes, it is the Craven channel. That's why my name still says Craven Something Scary,
Yes.
but we have a second channel, and it's called the Movie Bros Reacts. The Movie Bros React, excuse me. What's up, Anthony? Good to see you over here as well, my friend. And yeah, so be sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We would love that. We'd appreciate that very much.
So, all the horror movies that we watch, we're going to do
Mm-hmm.
live streams on the Craven channel until we get
Mm-hmm.
our, what is it called? A
What?
thousand subscribers.
Oh, till we get 1,000 subscribers? Okay, yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we'll do all the live streams after we do a live watch party on the
Movie Bros.
Movie Pros. Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's it. That's right. And I have to say, I've got a couple of new super chat clips. It's November now. It's November the 4th. So I do have a couple of new super chat clips that I have loaded up for tonight. And so if a super hat chat does come in tonight, if not, that's cool. But if it does, I got a couple of new ones for you guys, just to let you know. Lee
Oh wow,
says, "Hey, it's past 7 a.m., but I had to come see you, and I had to come and see you talk this film. We shall see how long I can stay up."
thanks, Lee.
Lee, yes, thank you so much. I know that's so early for you. Mm, all the way out in Finland.
Wow.
It's incredible. Yep. Lee's so faithful. She typically works overnight, so she'll get home and then instead of going to bed right now, she stays up and watches the
Wow.
streams, which is pretty
Thank you so
incredible.
much, Lee, for your support.
Yeah, for sure. Much appreciated. And also, Lee was the very first channel member of this channel. She's the OG Cravenite, number one.
Wow.
Yep, she sure was. And she was the first one, and she still is a Cravenite after all these months. I think her anniversary is like 9 months. Nine
Really?
months she's been a Cravenite. Yes, sir. And supports the channel every month. Just a great friend of the channel, and so much fun. She's so much fun in the chat. And when I've been able to have her on the panel, I think twice now I've been able to have her on. So anyway, Lee, we love you. You know that. Appreciate you. And you guys are all so awesome. Really. You are. You really are. All right. So,
Hey,
Michael.
hey, Steve.
Yeah.
So JD said he has to head out, but he had a lot of
Oh,
fun, and he'll be definitely down to do some reaction movies
okay.
sometime whenever we want.
Fun. Nice.
Yeah,
Well, that's great. That's awesome, man. I'm glad he had a good time. That was
I'll have to
cool.
give him a webcam. I have a spare webcam. I'm going to give him,
Oh,
so he'll be
nice.
a little bit more you know
Yeah, a little
local.
more. Yeah, a little easier to get things done. That's nice, man. That's cool, dude. Yeah, yeah, we should definitely do it again.
Yeah.
100%, 100%. Um, so, all right, man. So, where do we want to start? Let's talk about overall. First of all, just
Okay.
kind of your expectations going in, overall thoughts, and your expectations coming out, like how you felt versus going in, and all the other stuff.
Okay. My expectations going in, I thought there was going to be alien alien people in the movie,
Okay.
and um, I didn't have any expectations beyond that. And the first, like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes
Hmm.
were such a slow burn. I mean,
Yes.
so slow in the movie. I didn't know what to expect. You know, what were your thoughts of the first like 20-30 minutes?
Yeah, man, it was great because it was building up. It was building up the suspense and that tension of the unknown because we didn't know he didn't give us much of a glimpse
Hmm.
into what we're actually looking at or dealing with. It was just tiny little fragments here and there,
Yep.
and it just kept me wondering like what's going really happening, and it was all done with that Jordan Peele suspense, man. This is what he does
Hmm.
in all of his movies, and he does it so well. I've really turned into a huge fan of his,
I have, and
and
coming to
yeah,
find out that he didn't really, he had a little bit to do with Candyman, but not much. I mean,
yeah.
all of his other movies, except for what's one I haven't seen?
You haven't seen Get Out? It was the very first
Get
one
Out.
yet.
I haven't seen that, and I would love to see that with you. And
Yeah.
but the
Oh
other
yeah.
two that I've seen
Hmm.
are pretty fantastic so far.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what
man.
what did you think about the situation where all the stuff was like falling from the air and
Yeah, dude.
it hit his dad?
Yeah, that was wild. So, and the guys, you all know, it's in the title of this stream that we're doing spoilers. So you guys already know that, but just letting you know again, we're going to talk about everything. So that was just it was so wild when this stuff starts falling out. You see keys and
Hmm.
just stuff
Coins.
like coins. And when I first saw it, honestly, I thought it was hail.
I did
Like
too.
that's what I thought it was.
Where I just thought it was like metal just falling down.
Yeah, man. And then his dad's on that horse, and then you see him fall over. And when they went to the hospital, you realize he didn't make it. And then you look over in the truck, and it's a dang nickel.
Yes.
It's a nickel. It killed him, dude. And
Well, I didn't actually know he didn't
oh,
make it until the part where they showed OJ
mm-hmm.
at the movie or whatever, shooting the commercial,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and then the guy's like, his dad died, you know. So
Mm-hmm. What's up, Thomas? Welcome to the stream. Says
hi,
great film.
Thomas.
Nice build up and a lot of guesswork it was, but a great payout. I agree. That's a nice way to say it, like summary. That's a great way to summarize it.
Yep.
And what's interesting is, and again, I understand this, and we went through this with Halloween Ends, although Halloween Ends is like a million times more polarizing and divisive than this movie. It's not even close.
I don't
But
know.
still, but yeah, I know. But what's real interesting though, is even with the movie like this, I saw a fair amount. It wasn't an overwhelming amount, So don't misunderstand me. But I did see a fair amount of people commenting about how they were let down by the movie. It wasn't that great. And
This
again,
movie that we just saw?
yeah, that we just saw. Now, I understand this. Number one, it's subjective art. I talk about it all the time. And I
Yes.
know that every movie is not going to be liked by every person. It's just not. It's not the way it works.
You can't
So
please everyone.
you can't. You can know what right. And some things just not for some people. And I'm okay. I mean, I respect that because you know what? Not everything's for me either. There's some movies I don't like that people love, and so I get it.
Mm,
But what? But I said, you know what? I would hear the voices, and I'm like, you know what, man? Jordan Peele has not let me down. He's with Get Out and Us, dude.
Us.
Us is so good. It's so
Yeah.
well made and
So freaky.
freaky. And one thing Peele has got down in spades is atmosphere and
Mhm.
how to build tension and suspense. It's like
And camera
it's
shots. He
oh
gets those camera
yeah,
shots.
yes, the camera shots, dude. That's a great point. The cinematography in all three of his movies, all three of them are really, really good. And I went
Fantastic.
into this movie with high hopes tonight, Mike, like high expectations. Like I was expecting a good movie. And buddy, we got one. For me, we
So
got one.
what were you what were the check marks on your expectations?
Wow. Pretty much everything. Story, execution, cinematography, payoff. I want
Actors?
yeah, the performance of the actors.
Mhm.
I mean, all those are the big five for me on every movie, and there wasn't a checkbox that to me for me it wasn't hit, and that's why I've been talking how like all year long um, about ranking the movies this year. Like one of my favorite horror movies, and X is up there. It's been my number one overall for quite some time. But I always kept saying I got to see Black Phone. Ooh, excuse me,
Mhm.
guys, it's late. Black Phone, which we did. You and I
Which
watched last
yep,
on the Movie Bros.
Barbarian.
And Barbarian we watched together. I wanted to see that one because before I can rank them, I'll rank them all in December when I've seen when they've all come out that I've seen. But I was like, I've been waiting to watch Nope, and
Yeah. You kept talking about it.
yeah, like this is I can't be sure until I see Nope. And Nope was it really was a well-made film. It was so well done that I know I need to see it again. Like it's not even like, oh, I'd watch it if it was on. It's like, dude,
So was
I
it
want
as
to go
well
watch it
done as
again.
X?
Yes, it was, in my opinion. It was well executed and made just as well as X. Those movies are
Neck and neck.
so well. They're neck and neck as far as the movies themselves. They're completely different movie stories, but the way they're made, the cinematography, all those five things I just mentioned, X hits them all, Nope hits them all. So they really are neck and neck for me.
So I've never seen X. What is it about?
Okay, dude, we need to watch X. I know it's not your type of movie. That's why I haven't pushed it much or suggested it much. Nope is a slasher movie, slasher horror,
Mhm.
and it's based
You
in the
mean X,
70s.
right?
Huh?
You said Nope is a slasher movie. You mean X?
X is a slasher movie.
Oh, okay. All right.
X is a slasher movie. It's based in the 70s and it's shot to look like it, dude. It looks like it. It was so well done. And it's shot in make believe Texas and it's a group of us people going to make a porn film. Director, a film cameraman, two actors, and Jenna Ortega from Scream 5. She does
Mhm.
the sound. So they go and they rent this little house, this little farmhouse on this property to film their porn movie. And it's the house is owned by an elderly man and an elderly woman. and I'm not going to say any more than that. Things start happening, and it's really it's like so well constructed, dude. I mean, it's so good. It's like it's been my number one since I saw it all year long, and you know I'm going to get you to watch it one of these days, even though I know you're not a fan of this genre.
Of
But it's
slashers,
such a
no.
good, but it's a good slasher, dude. It's really good. Anyway, Nope is the best film for me. I think it's the best film I've seen since X. So I'm gonna put it. I think I'm gonna put Nope and X neck, like I said, neck and neck right now. I need to see Nope again.
So the cinematography of X and Nope, who wins?
Well, I mean, it's kind of unfair because Nope has this huge, grand scale, grand landscape, and Nope is very just one location on the ranch. So it's kind of like if I'm going with just cinematography, I mean, I have to give it to Nope because of the location. But but as far as with what X had to do, it was equally well, in my opinion. Um, Lightning goes, don't know about twist, but overall, but I enjoy the acting. And yeah, man, same here. It's really well done. Um, and I agree with Lee. Is this why I want to watch it again? I want to watch it again, dude, because there are some layers in that movie that we just touched on, Mike. You know, we just kind of scratched the surface on that first watch.
Yeah,
So
I would have to watch it again. I
same.
mean,
Yeah. Amber says the second watch is way better. Yeah, I think I really do believe that if we were to watch it again, man, I think and I already really like it. I think I'll like it more, even more on a second watch.
wow.
Or should I say more?
Wow.
Wow. Seriously. Um
That's pretty. I mean, you know, we before we started the Movie Bros, we'd always like rank our movies. Like, you know, one, would you have it to where you watched it and you never watched it again? Two, you watched it, it was okay, and if it, you wouldn't watch it unless it was like shown at somebody's house, and maybe you'd
right.
rewatch it. And three is you you saw it and you would totally rewatch it.
Right.
So those were like the three rankings we had.
Mhm.
So you give it like the top ranking, right?
Top ranking for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. I would totally
Nice.
rewatch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
a fantastic job. You know, I came in the movie thinking, Jordan Peele, but man, he
Oh
blew
no.
my expectations away.
Yes. He is legit, dude. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I've got nothing but mad respect for him, bro. He knows what he is doing making a
Hmm.
movie. I mean, my gosh. Yeah, he's boy. Um Lightning Ghost brings up a point. He says the only thing I really didn't like was the Steven character got a backstory with the monkey, but it went nowhere because he dies early on.
I know,
Uh, that's
totally.
true. Yeah, I wish he'd have
I mean,
lasted longer.
and they didn't like ever like talk about the monkey. Like,
Uh-uh.
why was the shoe standing up by itself?
See, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like I need to watch it again because
I mean,
I don't know, man.
there
There
was
may
no
not be an explanation. There may not
there's
be.
not there's not an explanation of why the shoe was standing up by itself. And the guy had the shoe in his little case.
Yeah, he kept it. Yeah, he did. That's true. Thomas says the relationship between OJ and his sister. Yeah, I agree. They were great. I mean,
Yeah,
they were all great, man. Oh, you know, OJ and
and
Kiki.
his sister.
Yeah, his sister Kiki. Kiki's her real name. I can't remember her character's name. But they were all just. I enjoyed all their performances, and then the Fries kid. was great. The Fry's Electronics
Yeah.
guy, and
I think they
then that
allowed the
was good.
OJ and his sister to like, they allowed that to open up,
Yes, they did.
but not much of anything else.
Man, I like the Lone Ranger dude too, man. The cameraman, the
Oh,
director,
the
he was
director,
great.
he was good.
Yes,
I liked him,
yeah.
but you didn't know much
Um,
about him, though.
mm-mm. No, he was just
Nope.
this documentary maker apparently and filmmaker, and uh, he was like, "I'm going out there. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that shot." Remember, and he got sucked up into the thing.
Don't you think
Oh,
that like some people are like so fanatical about their like shots and what they're doing like with movies that they don't care what happens
mm,
to them basically? I mean, I think that's what
yeah,
happened to the director.
yeah, yeah. It became like the film became more important than
Than his
his
life.
life.
Man,
Yeah. Well, and that's another theme we saw with the paparazzi dude.
oh man,
Same thing.
totally right.
Hey, there's Bob. Welcome, everybody. Welcome,
Hey,
Bob.
Bob.
Hey,
Welcome back, man. We're just getting started in our discussion, and we're talking right now, Bob, about. I don't know if you've been listening or not, if you haven't, it's okay. We've been talking about right now how the Lone Ranger. I don't know what his name was. The director, the documentary director that came in. Um,
yeah,
how he
His
valued the
movie
film.
was
Yes,
more important than his life.
yes, the
yep,
movie was more important than his own life, and then we see that second occurrence happen with the paparazzi motorcycle guy.
Exactly.
He
hmm
was more worried about the shot and the film than his own life, and so there's an undertone, a message there. That's a very undertone message, and I love that the way Peel does it, because if you see some folks who do these movies, they have a message they want to get across, and they don't know how to do it except just beat you over the head with it. It's like come on,
yep,
man. I don't you know
I hate that.
I don't need to. Yes, exactly. It's so distracting. It takes me out of the movie sometimes. But Peel doesn't do that. He knows how to communicate
Hmm.
his idea in a
yep,
way that it subtly fits into the story,
Subtle.
and
That's
it
a
doesn't.
total word.
It's totally subtle,
Subtle.
and it's
yep.
digestible. And I think that's so cool.
UFO digestible.
Yes, Anthony says, Raven, you're spot on with your evaluation. Nope is easily one of the best films of the year. The undertones that Peele was trying to capture in the film makes you think about the reality around you. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Absolutely. Um, so,
Definitely.
so Bob, we were just sharing how Michael and I both rank this on our scale of how we rank movies, the highest level, which means
For
we
this
would
year.
be for this year. Yeah, we're talking about like movies this year. And I rank this honestly right now, Bob. And I know this, I just watched the movie. As you know, you were there. So I
Yep.
need to see it a second time. Yeah, this is all first impressions. But X has been my favorite movie all year. I've said it many times. And I think this film was made equally as well as X. I think they're neck and neck in terms of quality of a film. What are your thoughts on that, man?
It's in the top five for me. I can't say it's number one. I mean, even X has moved down. Well, I haven't seen
Okay.
X, but X's expectation is right up there for when I get to see all three in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, if I had to pick it, it's in the top five, but I can't say it's number one because to me, I think Barbarian and Terrifier 2 just were better films all around, in my honest opinion,
What
for
was
Okay.
what they were
Barbarian?
advertised as.
Barbarian and what? What was others?
Terrifier
Terrifier.
2.
I've
Mhm.
never seen the Terrifier, but I saw Barbarian.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like those two are right up there. right now I had to have to put Nope at number 3.
Okay.
If I had to put it at a number, it'd be 3.
What about
Yeah.
X? What'd you put that at?
I haven't seen it, but with what I've heard about it,
Ooh.
it's holding a 5 from what I've heard, without any spoilers. Just
Yeah.
what people would say, because everyone's told me wait until the third one comes out and then just watch them in a specific order, and
Oh.
we'll tell you how to do it. And it's like, okay, I'm down for that because that'll make it easier for me, so I don't get
Oh,
confused in the
man.
story arc.
Oh, Bob, dude, I don't know, man. Honestly, man, I'm gonna go against their advice, dude. I'm telling you right now, that movie, if you should absolutely watch X. It's one of the best movies of the horror movies of this year. It's like that movie is so well made. Ty West just, oh my gosh, it is a classic American slasher. It is a throwback slasher movie, and I don't know, man. Whatever I'll back you up. Whatever you want to do, but I'm just telling you right now that you should. I highly encourage you to pull the trigger and watch that movie before the end of the year, because then you can really rank it with the others. How you feel about it, but it's so good.
Steve,
Dude,
have you
it's-
watched
Yeah.
Thrasher?
Thrasher?
Oh, is it Bob?
You talking about Terrifier? No, I
Yeah,
haven't.
yeah.
Terrify.
Yeah.
No, I'm probably not going to. I was been thinking about it, and I had a discussion with Knight and Eric the other day. We were chatting about it on one of my streams, and because I don't like excessive gore. That's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
never
yeah,
been my
it's not-
thing.
Quentin Tarantino gore.
Even more than that, I think it's
Yeah,
like
more
beyond
than that.
Tarantino. Yeah,
Mm,
and this stuff's
no.
supposed to be so nasty. I mean, it's disgusting, dude. Like vile gore. And I just thought, and I don't have no problem with it for those who like it. I mean, I know Jake loves it. It's just not my thing.
I
That's
don't
all.
like it.
It's just not my, I have no problem with it. For me, I like, if I know something's going to be really gory, I'm like, how's this, I think I'll probably pass. I'll probably not watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had, one of my,
It must be really gory for you to pass. 'Cause,
Yeah.
dude, you watch gory stuff, dude.
I do. I do. I do. Everyone's just been telling me that Terrifier is like the next level beyond like what you normally would see in a horror movie. Like it's
Yeah, I'd say it even goes above Hatchet, and Hatchet's up
Yeah.
on that echelon of like a lot of gore.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll turn it on. I know somebody the other day was saying that they only could get through the first 35 minutes, they had to turn it off. And I'm like, of course, everyone's threshold is different, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. But
Okay,
I know
Bob,
a lot of people love it.
I asked Steve on your check marks of a good movie, how did Nope rank?
A solid 7 out of 10. I mean, the cinematography, the score. I mean, everything was done to perfect, and the twists, like the trailer didn't give anything away. I mean, that's a plus in today's society, where the trailer usually will give you the whole movie in 2
Yep.
seconds.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
fantastic.
It's true.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was expecting little gray aliens.
Yeah, I'll admit the first time
Yeah.
when I went to theaters, that's what I was expecting, was to see little gray aliens. So
Mhm.
it really subverted my expectations on that front.
So what did it lack for you to give it a 7 out of 10?
For me, the story itself was fine, but you leave it more ambiguous for a sequel, and if it's a one and done, to me, you got, and this goes back to cliffhanger problems. Like, it's still a little ambiguous, some questions that aren't answered, and if it's a one and done, now you're gonna have me puzzling for the rest of my life, when I'm never gonna get that answered. Look at Scream season 2.
That's right, dude.
I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for my answers to come to light, but they're probably never going to.
No. I
So
don't
were
think
there
that
any-
ship has sailed.
Were there any major questions that you had on the movie?
Yeah, like, is this gonna be like what exactly was in that balloon that forced it to die? Like, how did it like? Is this like poisonous to it? Like, how did this all go? Because to me, it just quite doesn't make enough sense. To, like, how did it actually kill it? Like, we just know it's dead now, and I'd like to know, was it poison? Was it poisoned by the hot air? And also, why is it you can only look at it and that's how it spots you? Like, there's some minor things like that. I'd like to know more about this species. It can't be the only one. It's like Stephen King's It.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't tell me there's not more of that out there
I
in the
agree with you.
universe.
There's probably
Exactly.
more around the Earth somewhere.
Well, and I think that'd be kind of the point, is that it's kind of like Halloween 1 when, in 78, Michael's gone. It's like the boogeyman's still out there. It's like, we don't,
Yeah.
it's kind of, I kind of look at it like that, like this, he's kind of ending it that way. Because like you said, Bob, there's no way that's the only one of its kind. So
Mhm.
now, it leaves us like, dang, we may encounter that thing the next day. What if there could be another one that comes back?
Yeah.
That's,
My
that's
big
creepy.
question was why was the news like our government covering up, saying, there was a plane that crashed or whatever and all the nickels
Yeah.
fell down and killed the
Uh-huh.
guy, and what were they covering
Yeah.
up?
That's conspiracy, man. That's what they do, though. That's probably trying to. I would imagine that's like the conspiracy theory. Like why they would want to. The government would want to prevent panic. Because
Mhm.
imagine if you turned on your local news, right? Like tonight, for real. Like we all turned on our news, and they're like, "There's been this unidentified saucer type image that's sucking people up from their houses." Could you imagine? Like seriously, it would be insane. It would be chaos. It would be nuts. And I imagine that if something like that started to happen, I think the government would cover it up. They'd probably say,
Yeah.
"Dude, just make an excuse, figure out something."
You see
And
Steve in his easy chair, like going up in the sky.
I got my laptop. I was just like the dude did. He took his on my laptop, streaming live. Craven, something scary. It's all horror. It's like,
Oh
then all
my
of a sudden
God.
the stream just goes off. Oh dang. Lee
Hey, who knows?
says,
Maybe the government created it. For all we
mean,
know.
for all we know,
Maybe that's why they're
Yeah.
covering it up.
that's true too, man. Lee says, I have to say the alien looked gorgeous, especially towards the end. Yeah, because it
Yeah.
looks like a flying saucer, which was brilliant. How Jordan wrote this thing to be like a flying saucer, and we all thought it was.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, and the minute they started sucking up those people from the show, and I said it on the live stream, I said, dude, remember I said, well, this thing looks organic. Remember that? I
Yep.
said,
Yep.
this
Yeah.
thing looks organic because it's like it's eating these people. And it's sure enough, that's what it was. And then it opens up to this beautiful
Space
jellyfish. Yes, jellyfish
Yes.
thing. And it was great. I don't know, man. I was very, very pleased. This is like a purchase worthy. This is like a Blu-ray worthy, purchase worthy movie for me. Is that good?
Yeah. And I'm
And
so
yeah,
happy that OJ didn't die.
I know, because I really thought he was gone, man. I
Me
did.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind you,
I
Michael.
Ah.
I just saw eyeballs. That's awesome. Oh,
Be right
man.
back.
No, go ahead, buddy. It's all good.
Never say you'll be right back, because you won't be back
We won't be back. Wow, we'll see you in the kitchen with a knife.
with a knife.
That's right. Oh man. So let's see here. We got Anthony coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Anthony, for that. Appreciate you, man. Here we go. He's going to rank his movies for Okay. I missed some sci-fi movies. Okay. So we got Nope, Signs, ooh, Faculty. That's a good watch party, Bob. Faculty.
Yes, it is.
That's a
I have
good
not
one.
seen that in a long time.
I honestly I haven't seen it since theaters with Michael. Michael and I went together and saw it in theaters, and I haven't seen it since then. Never watched a
Yeah,
rental.
I
So,
haven't watched it in like 20 years. I saw it when I was like 7.
bro, that we should watch that sometime, man. That'd be a fun one.
Yeah,
Um,
that would be.
and then the 1979 Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Ooh,
Ooh.
dude, that was a good one too. I haven't seen that either since I was a kid, man. Wow.
Yeah, that's another good one. Really, all
Yeah,
these are good ones. I mean,
these are really good ones. I agree. Anthony knows what's up, man. I'll tell you, he knows the drill. Bringing up quality stuff. There's not a movie on there I would not say is good quality stuff. It's all they're all really good.
yeah,
Mm,
and all watch party worthy too when you get down
they
to it. I mean,
are. They are, man. I
well,
agree.
we just did
What
Nope, so Nope's off the table right now.
for sure. But you know
So we
what?
can't do that.
You're right. Seriously though, man. Nope. I do look forward to seeing it again. I'm already really excited to watch it a second time.
Oh, I'm excited to watch it a third time. So
Yeah, man, it was good. So what tell me something, man. Out of your for these movies, do you how would you rank these?
okay, well, seeing as Invasion of Body Snatchers and Faculty I haven't seen in a while, I'd have to keep them at the bottom right now because they're not fresh in
Okay.
the mind.
Okay.
But I have to say, and this isn't slighting Jordan Peele and his writing, but I remember when Signs first came out, I was more shocked at that than how I was in theaters for Nope. And maybe that's a kid's mentality, but I feel Signs was number one and then Nope. But that could
Okay.
just be nostalgia, like just
Sure.
thinking about it hitting me. So,
Mhm.
but Nope would be number 2 on that. But I
Okay.
mean, it's hard to rank them because even Nope did some
Yeah.
amazing things. Like, and that's what I mean.
Yeah, it
It's
did.
hard to rank these because I'm not saying like it's second best. It's just memories, you know. Movies are always going to
Mhm.
be based on memories you have towards them. It could have been an awful
So
movie,
true.
and say you
Yeah,
went and saw it with your family, and it was an amazing time, and that memory sticks with you, and that's what makes that movie stick out to you. So
that's right.
don't think I'm like slighting Jordan Peele here because he did a fantastic job, and the fact that he's do like every movie he's done is different. Nope wasn't like Get Out or Us. It was a
Mm-mm.
different feel. So, and Night Shyamalan though, I mean,
Oh
let's
man.
face it, that guy he can make it or break you.
Yeah,
You
that's the
either love
thing
him
with
or
him.
hate him.
That's right, man. Because now I know that Jordan is just getting started as far as movie count, but M Night, man, he really it is hit and miss, man. He can do an absolute amazing film and then just a terrible movie, in my opinion. Like in the
Yeah,
next one, and but Jordan Peele, so far he's 3 for 3. He's 3-0
yeah,
in my book. All three of these they're all really good stories and they're just smart movies, man. They're very smart movies, and I love
they
that.
are. They are,
Yeah,
and he doesn't have to throw in a message in there blatantly. Sometimes
blatantly.
M Night
No,
does tend to do that. Like when you look at some of it, it's like
yes,
he is trying to nail it. Like I
that's
felt
right.
like he tried to do that. I think it was with The Village. Like it
Hmm.
kind of felt like in that he was trying to push something like, and it just didn't stick to me. I remember watching that as a kid, and I'm like, I hate this.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you pick up on it, man. And that's the problem. Like if you ever become like really super aware, it's no longer it almost becomes more bigger than the story, and that's when it's a
Yes.
problem. That's when it's bad
Oh
and
yeah.
poorly done. You want to be able to sense the undertone, but it's always undertone. It's always an undertone. It's never above
Yes.
that. And
Yes.
And Peele has it, bro. He's got it down. He knows how to do that well.
Yes,
Very
he
very
does.
impressed with that. Very impressed. So I guess for my rankings, Anthony, on this one, this is tough. And maybe it's a little bit of recency bias, but I'm telling you, Nope was really good. I enjoyed that movie. So I'm going to put Nope first. I'm going to put Faculty second. Then I'm going to do Signs, and then Invasion. But they're all really good movies, like Bob said. They're, there's no wrong. It's like Scream.
Yeah.
The four, like ranking the Scream films. You may have favorites, but they're all good. It's like there's not a bad one in the bunch.
Exactly.
So great list. So I'm excited, Bob. I get to play a new Super Chat clip. It's November now, and I like to bring you guys new clips for each month. And change it up. So, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony, for your $2 Super Chat tonight, please welcome the one and only Crispin Glover. And let's dance the night away. Here we go. Dude. There you go.
I love that scene so much.
I do too. I decided to change out the music and pull a little switcheroo on the music there.
And the music made me love it even more. What you did with it fits it even more.
Thank you, man. I was dying laughing editing it, man. I was like cracking up. Thank you, Anthony. What's up, Michael? Welcome to the stream. Says, I didn't know there was a stream tonight. Yeah, man. This was an after party. We just got through watching the movie Nope over on the Movie React, which is my background is what it is, the Movie Bros. That's where we came from. And we're doing the after party spoiler talk here. So glad you're here. Child of the Corn, Anthony says, Amen, Craven and his fields are brilliantly smart. They are. They so are.
Yep.
Crispin and Friday the 13th 4. That's right. Very good. That's it. That's right. Oh, Val. And Lee the Nerd coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Lee. I can't be the only one who loved Lucky the horse. Oh, I loved Lucky. And Lucky survived, Lucky. Bob. Lucky lived.
I know.
I'm so happy.
Back. The funny thing is, anytime a film has horses in it, it just has me liking it a little bit more. Because of my time in South Carolina with someone I knew, she loved horses and had her own farm. And I loved having the horses.
Oh, man. Listen, my daughter has a passion for equestrian. And so she rides a horse like 3 or 4 times a week. And she's been doing it since she was like 5 years old, something like that. And it is her passion, man. She is all about horses. And I mean, this is a movie that I think she's going to enjoy this movie. It may be a little bit, it may need to be a little older before she watches it. Not because of the movie, like visuals, but she's going to get bored. She's not going to, this is a grown up movie. And as far as the story, you know what I'm trying to say? Like
slow burn.
It's a slow burn. And it'll be boring for her. She'll get bored of it. And so right now I'm just keeping her on the hour-and-a-half slashers and the stuff that's really fast-paced. She's loving it. But anyway, Lee says, so we loved Lucky, Michael, right? You were just off the chat. We all loved Lucky.
Yes, we did.
Yes, Lucky was. Let's face it, Lucky was lucky.
Lucky was.
And
lucky.
you never saw what happened to Lucky, but it was like understood that it got sucked up into the spaceship.
Well, it was great to see Lucky, there at the end with help me out, guys. What's his name?
OJ.
Yes, I'm blanking out. Because I thought they were both gone, and when that dust clears and he's like sitting there on Lucky, I'm like, yes, that was such a good moment. So Lee, for your $2 super chat, I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and hit. Michael missed it, so let's hit the new clip that I have. I've got more clips coming for November. I just got started working on them today. So here is again, Crispin Glover from Friday the 13th, Part 4, getting busy with it.
In the movie.
Well, the music wasn't. I switched out the music and put my own original, not my original, but I put some other music in it. Thank you, Lee, for that. Appreciate you. And look here who's coming in. Brett James Bishop. What's up, my man? Brett couldn't make the watch party tonight, but he's able to come in for the after party. Just barely able to come in and say hi. Well, I'm glad. And here Jack's coming in. I love watching the movie with y'all tonight. The best watch party yet. Yeah, so much fun. Thanks for the invite, Movie Bros. You're very welcome, Jack. Glad you were there.
Yes.
And Brett says, I don't know if it was covered, but the marketing was amazing. Yes, it was. We touched a little bit earlier on that, how great the marketing was and how not really letting us know much of anything, which was fantastic. Those blow up and wind tunnel guys in the lobbies of theaters was genius. That's awesome. So cool. Glad you're here, Brett. Grab a seat, grab a drink, hang out for a little bit, man. We're just talking Nope. And you never know where the journey may take us, as we know how these things go. All right, so we all agree that we liked Nope a lot, and we all are. Bob's ready to see it a third time. Michael and I are ready to see it a second time. Like, I may actually really watch this tomorrow. I may literally watch this again tomorrow because I really enjoyed it. But I probably won't because I actually have a lot of other things to. You guys know how it is. The list is long and the time is limited. But
oh yeah,
it was so good.
Edit the Event Horizon movie too,
dude. I have to edit. I have so much stuff to edit. I can't. I mean, talking about a long list. That just to edit videos is long. But yeah, I got Event Horizon footage that I need to get edited. I've got Godsnacks video tomorrow. I got to get up on the Godsnacks channel. I've got a Craven video I want to get out tomorrow again. Anyway,
get it up.
Lots of stuff going. Get it up.
Get it out.
We got through a stream without saying the name Stu. Well, you know what? We can fix that. Let's do it.
Yeah, we did.
I'm ready, baby.
All right, Michael.
Get it up.
Get it up. Get it up, Michael. Do it.
Get it up.
Get it up.
Get it up.
I see you, Bob. I see you, man.
It was fun.
That was fun.
It was fun.
Listen, man, Stu is always lurking. He is always just a knock away. He's right around the corner on this channel. That's right. Stu Train, baby. Stu Train. Jack, you should come on here and sing it real quick. That'd be great. Love that video too, Brett. I wonder who edited that video. Mr. Brett James Bishop. Brett did a great job with that. That was fun. That's right, Michael. Get it up. Yes. Oh my God. All right. So,
yes, sorry.
So Nope. What was your favorite part of the movie? Was there a part of the movie that you like? You keep going back to, like, remembering, and if it's not, that's okay. But is there one that you guys have? Michael, I want to start with you, and then we'll see what Bob has to say.
I thought it was part where the guy was talking about, with the horses in the canyon, and all of a
Mhm.
sudden the ship shows up and like sucks everybody up into it.
Oh, you're talking about whenever he was at the show, had the
Mhm.
show there. Oh man,
Yeah,
wasn't that
Yeah.
crazy? All those people.
Yeah.
yeah. I would have been like underneath the stands.
Yeah, man, bro. Okay, I got Bob. What's yours? Do you or do you have one? Don't. It's cool.
For
Just curious.
me, it's the scene when it's over the house and it's pretty much like dropping everything out, like the
Oh,
blood, the water, and everything.
Mhm.
yes. Oh,
But even like a little past that, like, because you finally kind of get to see, like, because OJ kind of realizes, at that moment, if you don't look at it, like, and that's kind
mhm.
of where it all clicks. Like at that moment, it's like now he knows what he has to do to try to save the remaining people and his own sister, himself, Lucky.
Mhm.
Try to
That's
rescue
right.
somehow this town, even though the people who were technically missing won't be back again.
Dang, man. Seriously, yes. I mean, it was interesting. That was nothing too. How if you don't look at it, you're okay. It's so interesting. Oh, Bumbles, baby, come on, honey.
Oh,
So
Bumbles,
so
come
my
on,
question
baby.
for the movie was,
Bumblebee, come on, baby.
what did the monkey in the movie or the TV show have to do with the whole situation?
I don't know.
I'm still
That's
trying to figure that out myself.
I guarantee you, there's a purpose for it, and that's one of those things where that's why I want to watch it again. There's probably something much layered deeper than we're thinking of right now, and that's with that. I just have a feeling. That's just my thought on it. I think there's probably something there that he's trying to communicate to us, and and I think that I hope that when I watch it a second or third time, maybe I'll connect the dots because I just have to believe there's a reason for it, Bob.
Yeah, there has to be, and I couldn't figure it out on the second watch.
Yeah, and that may be yeah, it may not be for me either. It's because that one is definitely subtle beyond subtle, man. That's like cryptic subtle, you know.
Yeah, it is. At least to
um,
me, it is. I mean, if it's
Me too.
supposed to be obvious, it's really going over my head.
Exactly. I'm with you. Brett says I loved every scene Kiki was in. Oh, she was great in this role, man. So good.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so good. Let's see. Brett says, "Did you guys cover what Nope stands for?" I mean, I always thought it was not of planet Earth, is what I thought it
Yeah.
was. I think
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
what I
sure
thought
that's
it
what it
was.
is. Yeah. Let me know, Brett, if it's something that's different than that. But as far as I know, not of planet Earth is what I understood it to be. We hadn't talked about that though. No, we have not actually. That's the first time it's come up. Yeah. Okay, good. That was right. Yeah, I thought that not of planet Earth. Yep. Excellent. Sweet. So the thing about George's movies that I don't ever, and I'll be curious what you think, Bob. But these first three movies of his career that he's that he wrote and directed, I don't really see him making his movies with the intention of sequels. I see his movies as all being very much standalone one-time films. Now, I will say this. I think of all three of them, of the three, for sure, Nope has the most potential to actually have a sequel, but I don't feel like that was his intention. What do you think about that, man?
Oh, I have to agree. I don't think there will be a sequel to it at all, but
Yeah,
there is enough to go off of in this that you can make a claim. Maybe he might want to revisit it later down the road.
that's
Maybe,
right.
I mean, remember, it's up to him with anything he does. If he leaves something open, it might be because he wants to do a sequel, but it's maybe not even a sequel that we're expecting. It could be of something different, like an anthology, like what Halloween was originally supposed to be.
Right.
What
Exactly.
what if it's in a way like Stranger Things, to where it's all in this like little area, like everything weird's just happening in that neck of the woods, and it's always
Oh,
some different people.
that's another idea. It could be just local for that area, that specific location. Yeah, you could do a story like that where it's like a further adventures of kind of thing and people dealing with it. And yeah, there's a lot of potential there if he wanted to do it. I mean, who knows too, man? Like, down the road, like you said, in the future, 6, 7, 8 years from now, like way down the road, all of
Yeah,
a sudden he comes back to it and there's a Nope 2. And it's the family of that one. And they're like ticked off
yeah. That
or
the mother
whatever.
never, that the brother, sister,
Yeah.
or mother, father thing never returned to take care of its children.
Yes. That's right. They're mad and they're going to take it out. It's kind of a thing. Oh, Val says, guys, I want to head to bed. Yeah, we're going to be in two in just a second. We've almost been going an hour. Have to be up at 5 a.m. Oh my goodness. Enjoy the rest stream. Thank you,
Woohoo.
Val. It's so great to have you here tonight. Great to see you. And I'm so glad things are getting better. So hang in there and I hope you have an awesome Friday, Val. Take care. And Lee
Sleep
says, all
good,
right.
Val.
Lee's heading out on us too. Barely able to stay awake. I understand. Love the conversation. Yes, we'll see you on the next
Yes.
one, Lee. Thank you so much.
See you next time, Lee.
Appreciate you. And Mike may not be able to make it back either. He was just texting me. So we may lose Michael as well. But we're only going to do an hour, and we're at 59 minutes right now, about to click over. So we kind of really went what we expected to do, and it's very, very late, I know, for everybody, especially for you on the East Coast like Bob and others where it's 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, but I'm usually up till about 6 a.m. anyway. So
I was going to say, that's nothing too crazy for us, is it, Bob?
no, I'm asleep during the day and up at night.
Yes. That's kind of been my sleep pattern for a while. A lot of that going on too, because a lot of times for me to get the videos out, I've got to get them done at 4 a.m. so I can get them. You know what I'm saying? If I don't,
Yeah,
I won't have a video out the next day, kind of a thing. So
yeah.
it's tough. Now Brett says it's only 12:30 here. Yeah, see, it's early for Brett. It's not that late. It's not too late. Michael asks us if I'm streaming on Saturday. Yeah, I will be streaming on Saturday, on the 5th. Normal stream. I've got to set it up tomorrow. Well, I guess it's technically today. Later today, I'll be setting it up for my normal time, 9:30 Central on Saturday night. I'll be streaming. And we'll have our Saturday night stream, our weekly Saturday night stream, which will be a lot of fun. And yeah. So definitely plan to be there. And so does Bumblebee. She wants so much attention. She's my sweet girl. Brett says it feels later though. I understand, dude. Trust me. I know you. All right, guys. Well, you know what? I think we'll go ahead and call it. Michael's. I don't think he's coming back. And this was a lot of fun. I want to thank you all. Bob, thank you for watching the movie with us and hanging out for us with over here too.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad to have done it. It was a fun time, and I knew instantly once I saw Nope, I had to be a part of it. I don't care if the internet. I don't care what kind of problems I'm gonna have. It's what I wanted to do and had to do. So thank you for having me. It's been a real honor.
Oh my goodness, are you there, Bob?
Yeah, I'm here.
That was crazy. Screen just went off. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, you went off, and I'm sitting here. I'm saying like it's an honor, thank you, and then I realized, like, I kind of glimpsed at the thing, and I'm like, wait, he's not even there. Is this some kind of practical joke? Am I the
No.
closing act?
You're no man. I don't know what happened. That was nuts, dude. My dog is going crazy right now.
Yeah,
Hold on a second.
but
I don't know what. Sometimes she sees her shadow and she just thinks it's another dog or something.
Oh, I know how
Sorry
that
about that.
goes. Oh no, you're fine. But in case you didn't hear it, no, what I was saying is once I saw Nope, I had to jump on because it's one of those, it's a fun film. I didn't care if it just be us three. It's one that I had to see you
Yeah.
guys' reaction. I had to rewatch it myself because it's a fun time. And you
Yeah,
don't
it
get to say
is.
that about many movies anymore.
Man, that's so true. All right. So many times we're left like, oh, okay. That's it.
Yeah.
That was all there was, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like a
Um,
little disappointing.
yeah, absolutely. This was far from it though, for sure. I agree. Real quick before we head out, Anthony says, "What are your thoughts on Peele having control on a film from a major franchise, or do you think he should stick with his unpredictable, thoughtful films? I think he can make a Halloween 3 masterpiece." Ooh, yeah. Bob, what do you think, man? And I'll share my opinion after you go. I'll let you go first.
Well, I think he would do great doing his own anthology in Halloween. Unfortunately, I don't think it would work even today. People are just going to want Michael back, and the minute he's not involved, like you're going to really tear the fan base up. Like me, Craven, we're probably all going to love it, but then you're going to separate your fans, and then if you have that money withdrawal, it tanks and makes Jordan Peele look bad. I think he should stick to unpredictable films, one and dones, or maybe create his own major franchise if he can come up with the idea behind it.
Yeah.
Why not create a new horror icon or your own anthology? Because I could see Peele with how he writes doing much better than even Halloween 3 did. I think he could make his own, and that fan base that he's already built is going to go, and it's just going to gain more momentum. And before you
Hmm.
know it, he's one of the biggest names of creativity, like a Wes Craven, Carpenter, that created their own stuff. And I think that
It's
would
true.
suit Peele far better than taking on a franchise that's already been created. Make a name for yourself.
I think so too, man. And I think I think has a point. I mean, I do believe he could do a great job. I really do, but I think you're right, Bob. I agree. I would much rather see him continue forging his own path, like a Wes Craven did, right? Like John
Yeah,
Carpenter in many ways. They made their own movies. They didn't, Wes never jumped in to do a Halloween or a Friday movie or heck, even Future Nightmares, except till Wes's New Nightmare. Really,
yeah,
um, he kept on making new things, new movies. Shocker, Serpent, Under the People Under the Stairs, Brooklyn, Vampire in Brooklyn. Scream, right on to every. And so I would like
yep,
to see him follow that same path and just keep making your own movies. And if you stumble upon a situation where you're able to do your own franchise like a Scream and then make multiples, that's great, you know.
yeah,
But make it, but yeah, I think you're right. I would like to see him do that. Anthony makes a point. He says Carpenter remade The Thing. He did do one remake, and he did do The Thing, but that wasn't to be like a series, like a new franchise. That was a one-off
yeah. One
kind of
and
a thing,
done.
one and done situation, right? So yeah, he did that. I don't quite see that in the same vein we're talking now though, because I'm thinking more of like starting a Halloween, starting a Nightmare, starting a Friday the 13th kind of a situation.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, and I'll have to say that too about that. What much they what movie? The Thing. He did a masterful job on The Thing. My
yes,
gosh.
he did.
Man, that
Yes,
movie's
he
one of my
did.
favorites, dude. Still freaks me out to this day, dude. It's so creepy.
Oh, he did a fantastic with that. I mean, I'm always going to
Man.
be more biased growing up watching the original with my grandmother before the remake, but
Yeah.
that remake was still so good for the time when it came out. Like it's truly a masterpiece for when he had it come out. So
Mm-hmm.
unchallenged by time with the graphics.
Oh man, seriously, yeah. So powerful. The atmosphere is restrictive. It's claustrophobic in that movie. And
Yes.
I remember watching it just feeling that feeling of claustrophobia, like I can't get out.
Hmm.
I can't escape. I'm just stuck, and it's a horrible feeling. What a great job. That's just it's
Yes.
top shelf filmmaking for sure. Um, Anthony comes back and says, "Nope" or The Thing. Oh man, they're such different vibes, man. That's so.
They're
Oh
different vibes, but I have to say nope on the
yeah,
merit that and hear me, I'm not criticizing Carpenter, but it's more of the
yeah,
fact that at that point the thing was already a thing, so it was out there. Nope. Well, yes,
true.
it does pay homage to older things. Jordan
Hmm.
Peele really took a twist on it and made it his own. And I think
True.
and Carpenter made the thing his own too, so I'm not saying he didn't, but that was already an idea that was out there that he took and rolled with. Well, Nope is kind of the first thing we saw of its kind in that sense. That's why I'd have to say no.
Yeah, that's a good argument, man. Wow, I'm gonna have to watch Nope again before I can answer for sure. I'm leaning towards The Thing. If you nail me down to pick just one, but you make a great argument, dude, and it really is something to think about. Uh, and give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like, oh, I can't. It's such a masterpiece, The Thing, but Nope is like right there. I'm telling you, it's so well done. I'm gonna have to call it a draw. I'm gonna wimp out and say it's a draw for me. It's um, I have to because it's just they're too close.
Yeah, they really
Nathaniel's
are.
they are, man. They're so good. Nathaniel says it's almost unbelievable to me that West directed a porn for a short period before the last one. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yep, he sure did, man. He was trying to make trying to make some money doing film, and so he cut his teeth on it, and then he didn't have to do it anymore after that.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah,
didn't.
that was just very short term. What's up, Scott? Welcome to the stream, man. Bob and I are just hanging out. We're going to be wrapping up here in a little bit. We're talking about Nope and really much anything at this point now. We can talk about more than Nope tonight at this point. I am too, Brett. I'm excited to see what Peele
Yeah.
does next. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying on the
should be
live stream
fun.
earlier, it should be fun. Oh, excuse me. I was saying on the live stream earlier about how I'm okay if he takes 5 years to make another movie
Yes.
because I want it because I know it'll be worth the wait. It'll be the quality. I don't want him to rush and make a movie, and then we finally have that Peele movie where we're like, this didn't make the standard. I don't want to ever have that. I want it to be, even though it's probably inevitable for every director, but if he keeps doing what he's doing and just keeps everything as a bang, everything is a hits, is a hit. That one hit it. That one hit it. Man, I'm telling you, he's got the potential to just keep doing what he's doing.
Oh, no question. I think if he can pump them out at the rate where it's every 4 to 5 years, I think he's going to go down as one of the best directors in cinema history.
He can. I do too. Literally, it's right there in front of him. He's done so well with these 3 movies, and man, I'm excited to see what happens and be there for the ride, man.
I am, and I'll say this generation is lucky to have someone like him that might be able to take that torch.
That's right. Same, exactly. Carpenter, man, he's getting up there, man, and the greats.
Yeah.
Wes is already gone. Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
lost
right.
Wes Spielberg's getting up there.
Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, you got James Wan, who he's right now my favorite modern current director is James Wan. And
Yes.
he's so talented, man. And in my
Yes.
mind, he really is. He's my favorite. And then Ty West is starting to come up for me as an up and coming new director that I'm really liking his work.
Yes.
So yeah. Anthony says, "Real talk, fellas. I'm happy y'all dug Nope as much as I did." Yeah, same here, buddy. Same here.
Yeah. Although I
It was
kind of
great.
wish we had someone that didn't, because I'd like to hear a perspective of someone that might not have liked it too. I mean, I'm kind of curious if we could ever find someone that didn't, because I'd like to hear why.
Yeah, there you go. I just kind of get a feel for what it was that didn't land for them. Yeah, that's right. Brett says, "I don't think I'd ever want a sequel to anything." I agree. Just make originals. I'm 100%.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Michael's got a question for us, Bob. We'll do maybe a couple more questions and then we'll call it a night. Hey, Craven, if you could change the thing about Halloween Ends, only one thing, what would it be? Wow, Bob. Oh, sorry, guys, I can't stop yawning. I'm exhausted. Bob, do you have something in mind for one thing?
Well, I know this would annoy a lot of people that are fans of Michael Myers, but maybe kind of get him out of that entire film and just have it set to where Allison was facing her boogeyman when I think about it, because it's set up perfect to where Jamie Lee it would make her look like she was going nuts still in that series, because she kind of led Corey and her together. And we all saw it was Allison that kind of made the first move. It wasn't like Corey instantly made that move. And I think it would have suited Allison to set up in the future even longer. Even if you had Corey die, which I still think he is, but you can make claims if evil transferred to him, he's alive, because we never saw what they did to his body. And if Michael does transfer that evil, look at all the beatings he's taken in the past. Even if you snap the neck, he still could come back with the body. I always say in cinema, if you don't see the body and you didn't die. So, but I think this
Yeah.
would have been perfect. I think with what we got, if we didn't have any Michael in it, it would have suited the film itself with what they wanted so much better, in my honest opinion.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because David Gordon Green clearly wanted to make a love story, and it's like he had to do the Michael Myers stuff because it's a Halloween movie. But I think that if it was an anthology and it was a standalone film, I would rank it very high. Like I said, I've seen at least a 7 out of 10. Because I think
Yeah, I
the
mean,
Corey was
I keep,
very good.
and I'll say this: I've watched it a few more times. I've seen it about 9 times now. It's kind of growing on me with what the
Hmm.
main story is. The Michael
Yeah.
stuff still agitates me, but the story itself of what he wanted works for me. And I can't
Hmm.
say that because usually in a horror movie, I don't want to see a love interest, but it just works for those two because
Yeah.
Haddonfield kind of demonizes both of them.
Hmm. It's true. They connect, although I don't really fully buy the whole 3 days. They've known each other for 3 days, and she's already ready to run out of town with them. That's the only thing
That's
that's
a
a little
little.
bit. Yeah, I'm like, oh, 3 days. You're like, you meet the guy in day one, and day three, you're ready to leave town with them. Like, literally going. That's the only part that I wish there would have been more time. Like
Now,
over the.
see, for me, if we would change the entire trilogy, and look, I love the character of, I think it's Cameron, but why not have had Corey the whole time, and then we could see
Yeah.
that whole progression, and it's over
Oh
more
yeah.
than 3 days.
100%. That would have made so much more sense. If they just would have done that earlier, it would have been like her leaving and stuff, or being willing to leave would have made sense. It'd been like, oh, I
Yeah,
get it. She's known this guy for 5 years, whatever, 4 years
yeah,
at least. but I was like, that was the only thing I was like, wait a minute, 3 days? She's ready to trust him that much? That was the only thing of that love story that I didn't really buy, but I kind of just suspended disbelief and just went with it because it was
Yeah.
it was it was a good story. And I still haven't seen it again. I've seen it 6 times opening weekend, and I haven't gone back to it, but I do plan to go back to it. But I just kind of needed a break because I was saturated with nothing but ends for over a week on the channel and talking about it, and my brain was like, I got to get away from this movie for a little bit. And not,
Yeah.
just
Hey, that's
just
understandable.
and listen, it'll be the same for Scream 6 because I will go ahead and I will dive into the deep end and just do it every day, cranking it, and then eventually I'll need to like take a, and but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. But as far as what I would change, if I could change one thing, I think, wow, just one thing, probably would. No, I got like 3 things I want to say, but I only can pick one of them. I think Brett said it, and I touched on it just a second ago, and I just looking down here and at the comments trying to catch up, and I see Brett made a good summary, and it kind of says what I was thinking when I said it. Is just make this a standalone anthology film about Corey Cunningham. Just make it a Corey, like you said,
Yeah.
Bob. Remove
Yeah,
Michael
just-
Myers. Just take him out and just let us see Corey becoming a new shape, the new shape.
Yeah.
And I would have been like, okay, great. And then maybe a new trilogy, even. This could have been a great first movie to see him turn into the shape,
Yeah.
Um,
And also, if
Yeah.
you wanted to make it really an anthology, and this goes back to when we were on Night Watch's stream, you could have
Mhm.
easily tied in Silver Shamrock with that Scarecrow mask.
Oh,
You could have
easily.
easily done that.
Yes. Yeah, you could have. And by the way, you probably saw my video or heard about it, or read about it somewhere else about the alternate ending of the Shamrock Factory.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because
Dude.
you brought that up. I think it was on Night Watch. You had brought that up.
Oh,
Where it would
yeah,
pump
yeah,
out
yeah.
Michael, and then I said it would
Yes.
make more sense for the Scarecrow because and I'm not saying it wouldn't make sense, but it's like young Michael kind of already had the evil in him, So you might as well also have some clown masks coming out too at that point,
Oh,
in my
yeah.
opinion.
Sure.
And that's why I said
I,
Scarecrow, because to me it would make more sense if you're passing on a new
Mhm.
evil.
Yes. Yeah, that Scarecrow mask was creepy looking, dude.
It was, and I have to
Seriously.
say, I don't get why you had to make him go. I mean, all right, fine. It fit the scene where he was going after Lori when she called because
Mhm.
she wanted to play Sudoku with herself. But
Right.
I'm trying to put it a family-friendly way, the best way I
I
can.
hear you, man. Yeah. I
It's
got
not
you.
easy to really put that in a PG way. But okay, fine. It fit that scene, but what was the point of that really? Other than to make
Yeah.
her look bad, it didn't even really fit with anything in that whole time frame. Because Corey wanted to leave. Why not have just gone to the restaurant and left? Why make Lori look even more insane? Kind of pointless at that point, in my opinion. To
Yeah.
get Michael's mask.
Right. Exactly. It was all about that. And yeah, exactly. That would have been, and when he wore that Scarecrow mask, I thought to myself, man, that would be a great slasher villain movie to make, like a whodunit, wearing that
Yeah,
mask, killing people. That would be really cool. Um, Scott says I needed a break too. Yeah, sometimes you just need a break.
yeah,
You just need to like just not watch it for a while. Just walk away and just let things settle in a little bit,
yeah.
Um, Danny says, I have yet to watch Ends a second time. Oh, wow. Okay. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't a Halloween fan film to me. Feels like these 3 films aren't connected. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
different feelings about it for sure. Oh, that's true too, Brett. Yeah. A great spinoff for a Peacock series. Like, see, that would have been
Yeah.
cool. Like and Bob, you've heard me talk about it. I'd love to see a series called Haddonfield, and it's a
Yes.
series, Haddonfield, and Corey kind of was a victim, so to speak, of the town,
Yeah.
Haddonfield,
Kind of like
and it would have been
Allison was
great.
kind of like how Allison was becoming from
Hmm.
her event, and Lori
Yeah,
became that from the original. So, really, sometimes you question: was Michael really the evil one, or was the
right.
town that, or did the town turn Michael into what he became?
Uh-huh. Exactly. That's right. I think that was kind of what they were going for, based on some of the comments Jamie Lee Curtis had talked about, how you begin to question who's really, who's really behind the evil,
Yeah.
and so that's definitely was emphasized there for sure. Um, so Scott says, I feel like we should get one last film with Curtis back to end the way it should have been done. I hear you. Yeah,
I
I
hear
do.
you, but at the
Yeah,
same time, how many more do we want her really to come back for? Because this
yeah.
is supposed to be the last time. She was happy with it from what we've heard. Let her ride off into her own sunset. She got a good happy ending.
She got it. She did get a happy ending.
Even though I felt they both should have died side by side,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
but now let's just focus on getting Harris back as Jamie Lloyd for an actual good trilogy. That will end that saga, and I won't ask for anything else.
Oh, Bob, you've been asking for that saga. I know for since
Since
1998,
I
probably
first
or whatever.
saw it.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. Oh man, if you guys want, if you want to make a real petition, go make a petition for Danielle Harris back in the next entry.
And Ellie Cornell. I
Ellie
also want
Cornell.
Rachel back. She didn't fare too well in 5. I felt they screwed them both
Yeah,
over.
it's true. It's true. Um, Child of the Corn says, "My soul to take or ends." Oh,
Wow. Ooh, I haven't seen My Soul to Take, but I've heard some good things.
oh man, it's great. It was the last movie Wes Craven wrote and directed both.
That's what I mean. I know it was Craven. I've heard nothing but good things. I just haven't had a chance to see it yet, and I got to
Yeah,
soon.
yeah,
I might even
man.
make that a watch party on my channel because I want to do a live reaction so everyone could see it to that.
Yeah. Well, bro, listen, if you have any openings on your panel that, and you let me know. 'Cause I would love to be there if you have any openings, because that's
You're instantly slated. Anything Wes Craven, you're instantly put in for consideration.
nice. Thank
Plus, you'll
you.
be one of the only ones anyway. You, Marcus, I only know a few of you guys, and I have plenty of spots open.
Okay. Well, that's awesome, dude. I would be there in a heartbeat, man, for you to watch that. I'd love to see your first time reaction. Yeah, it's yeah, I won't say anything about it. I'll go in blind. Just go in blind, and yeah, I think you'll dig it, man. It's cool. It's very
Hey,
underrated.
I dig anything Wes Craven. I mean, I get hate for saying I thought he did a fantastic job with Last House on the Left because of the content
Oh
of that
yeah.
movie. But I'm like, that movie
Oh,
is what horror is supposed to be. It made me uncomfortable. It
exactly,
made me
dude.
fearful.
Yes. Yes. When that movie was over with, it haunts you, and that's what he was going for. It literally haunts you. It makes you feel uncomfortable. It's like you shouldn't be. It's like I'm watching it, and I'm like, I should not be watching this. Like this is wrong. It's like
Yeah.
feels wrong to watch it. That's powerful, man. To capture that emotion in a movie, that is not
Yes.
easy.
And to me, that's what horror really is meant to be. Because horror, you're meant to feel
Yeah,
uneasy, afraid, scared,
that's
terrified,
right.
whatever emotion you
Yeah.
want to put with it, because that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I love the occasional slasher, but it's like, where are some of the good horrors to make you uncomfortable nowadays? A lot of them are sci-fi
Hmm.
slashers, and that we don't
Yeah.
get many uncomfortable ones. And even the
No.
remake to Last House on the Left,
Yeah.
it was shot good, but it didn't really carry the
Yeah.
same vibe that
No.
Craven.
No. That's right, man. It was way too polished and polished up and clean. Um, So yeah, I agree. I think I may have lost you, Bob. Are you there? Oh, I may have lost Bob. Well, while we're waiting on Bob to come back, and maybe it's be his connection. Anthony, I'm gonna say between those two, I have to go with My Soul to Take. Yep, My Soul to Take would be. There you are,
Sorry,
Bob. There we go.
sorry about that. A little laggy on this end, but
That's
no, it's
okay,
just
man.
even the remake did not do much to fulfill how
Mm-mm.
Craven filmed it. It felt kind of
No.
pointless to be remade.
It did. It did. And I watched that remake and was so disappointed. It felt polished, way too
Yes.
polished and cleaned up. And I'm like, no. Even this, the scenes that were supposed to really grab you and just shake you, they didn't land. They were like,
No.
I'm like, no, this is not, no. Mm-mm. Yeah, it fell way short of the original. I agree. Brett says, could you imagine how good the Alice and Corey romance could have grown over multiple episodes, given the time to see the survivor go into the darkness on Peacock? Hire me. I know. Yes.
Yeah, but also we have to remember Peacock would have to buy out from Malika Kado in order to do that. So it's like how much it's like
Yeah.
it's like, are they willing to do that if they don't have the money? I mean, we don't know what Malik would want.
Well, that's true. Now the only thing working for him though is that if it depends though. If it stayed on Universal, then Peacock and Universal, they're owned by the same people. So it would have been a lot easier to do. But now that Blumhouse is done, I don't think they have their relationship is over right now but Universal has always had. No, that's not true.
No, Dimension had it for a little bit. From six to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
That's right. So the Universal connection was with Blumhouse, and they should have got that series out while they had it, because they were with Peacock. But yeah, you're right, Bob. They're gonna have to negotiate. Yeah. Peacock will have to negotiate a deal to get that done.
Yeah, Universal will have to stay in. They'll have to figure a way to get another production, because I don't think Malik wants to work with Blum. I mean, they did have that little beef.
I heard about that, man. Apparently, the premiere.
And I could kind of see why, if Malik had one idea envisioned and Blumhouse had another. It's like conflicts won't make you money, but I think Malik should have just let Jason do what he wanted to do. Let's see how that could have been. Let it play out. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to have another situation of Halloween 3 where you'll reboot it in 4 years anyway.
Right. Exactly. You're right. And you know what's going to happen. Danny says, are you still going to do the Child's Play? Yes, we are going to do the Child's Play, but I'm moving that off probably till January, because we're going to be doing Night Watch Zone, and I are combining forces again. We brought you Halloween Fest, remember, for like 5 weeks.
Ooh.
But guess what we're doing now, Bob? We are bringing you Friday Fest. We're watching every Friday the 13th movie of the franchise.
Yes.
We're doing it one a week, and then we start this coming Wednesday night on Night's channel. We start there watching Friday 1, and then the next week, my channel, I'll host Friday 2. We're going to keep going every week for 9. I think it's 9 weeks. So it'll take us through
wouldn't
January.
It be 10?
10 weeks? Yeah, I guess 10 weeks. You're right, 10 weeks. So it'll take us through the first week of January before we're done. So yeah, man. Every week, a new Friday movie watch party.
Well, I can't wait for part 4, and most of all, I just want to see y'all laugh at that Crispin Glover dance.
Oh, that was so awesome, dude. I love it. I can't wait. Couple more here. Anthony says, what was your overall opinion on Bodies? My overall opinion was, and I won't give any spoilers out here, it's worth watching one time. You should see it once. And I thought it was original. It was an original ending. That was different. unexpected. I like that. So I'll give it props for that, but I'll never watch it again. It's not a, it, to me, the rewatchability is very low for my tastes. Yeah. So those are my
Yeah.
overall thoughts. How do you feel about it, Bob?
I think it's something this generation can hold on to. For me, the rewatchability's not there, but I'm from
Yeah.
a different time frame.
Me too.
I will say, watch it once because I'm sorry that ending. Let's just say I don't give praise to a lot of films for how they end. That's one of them that got my praises
Yep. I
because I did not
agree.
see it coming.
No, I didn't either. Never did. Nathaniel, you're speaking facts, my friend. You're speaking truth. People on the Stairs and
Yes,
Shocker are underrated gems. They are. They both are. Yes.
no question.
Okay. Denisha's in the house. What's going on,
Hey,
Denisha?
Denisha.
We're getting ready to wrap. It's funny. We're up to almost 20 people now. The watch count's getting higher, Bob. And we're getting ready to
And we're
stop.
getting ready to leave.
I know. It's like, dang. We've already been on for an hour and a half. Memo boy, what's going on, man? Just woke up. Glad to see you. Happy 7K. Well, thank you, man. Plus, I did not like Nope. Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right. Well, there you go, Bob. That's all right.
well, start a YouTube channel and explain to us why. Because I'd
That's
actually
right.
like to hear some perspective to it. I always like hearing everyone's opinions on it.
Sure. Yeah, it's
And that's what makes
absolutely.
it great. I don't expect everyone to like the same thing. That'd be stupid to expect that. Because there's going to be one person at least that doesn't like something. It's just the way it is.
Yes.
You can't appease the
That's true. Oh, yeah.
masses, you know?
No, it's impossible. Impossible. Scott says, when are you doing the ends watch party with Jamie Lee's stunt double? Yeah, we're gonna be. I don't know yet. Stay tuned. It's so cool. So we're trying to get a date schedule. She's filming in the middle of filming a movie right now. So we got to work her schedule. But what's really funny is, and really cool, is she posted a bunch of pictures on her Instagram account and she tagged me on the post. And that was really cool. And I was like, hey, she tagged me on here with her pictures with James G. Courtney and Jamie Lee.
Nice.
And then it was really nice to see her tagging me. And then she left a comment saying, hey, she said, we're gonna be, because I left a comment, thanking her and all the stunt crew for what they do. And she responded and said, hey, we're gonna be connecting soon. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So stay tuned, Scott, and everyone else. She's gonna be coming back for a third time. We're gonna watch Halloween Ends together, hopefully this month, but it may be December. She's filming a movie. What are you gonna do, man? You gotta, when it's time to get called in, you gotta go. You gotta work around stuff. You gotta be flexible. So
Yeah, and remember, they don't get paid as much as like their actual role, like their counterparts. So they got to jump on
yeah.
these roles when they can for that money.
Oh yeah. It took me like 4 months to get her on the first time because she was filming movies. And she's like,
Yeah,
we would try to schedule a date, and then she'd email me and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I got called in for shooting all week. I got to be there 7 straight days." I mean, that's how it
yeah,
works, man. And so you got to go with the flow. So you got to be flexible. Like for me, I have no problem. She's coming. She's good for it. She's definitely coming. So I'm like, totally anytime. We'll work it out. So,
yeah.
but I don't have a date, but she's gonna do it. So, oh, cool. Brett sent me a picture of the film. Nice. Oh,
Nice.
Lori crushing over Ben Traber. Dude, I can't wait to check out the picture, Brett. That's so cool, man. Brett's always sending me, hooking me up with some exclusive images from his Halloween fan film, The Shape of Halloween. And
I can't wait for it.
I'm so excited. I'm just looking at I'm looking at, oh, there it is. Okay. let me say this. I'll put it on. I'll download it here. Give me a second, and I can put it on here real quick. This is his Laurie Strode of his movie, and we're going to do a lot of exclusives here as he gets the movie, more wrapped up and trailers and stuff. We're gonna do all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna have Brett on with some of his cast members joining for interviews, and we're gonna have a great time, Bob. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna, he's gonna. I think we're gonna do the exclusive debut of his trailer will happen here on my channel, and I want to get as many eyeballs as I can get for Brett's film, because he's an awesome person, and he's such a great supporter of me and the channel, and it's going to be awesome. So here comes the image, guys. Check this out. This is, let's see here. This is an exclusive image he's sharing with us tonight. No one else has this on YouTube. So here we go. This is a shot from his film, The Shape of Halloween. You see there. There's Laurie Strode. Sweet. Love it, man. And this, if you guys are not following, here you go. At the bottom, is right there on the image. He's on Facebook and Instagram. So please follow him at Shape of Halloween. That's how you'll find him. So let's all go and follow him if you're not already on Instagram at Shape of Halloween. Follow him, leave him a message. Let him know you're following him and that you're supporting his film from Craven, from my channel. And I know he would love to see you guys there on his Instagram. That's all. Thank you, Brett, for the exclusive image. I love that. More to come for that. More to come. Yeah, man. So good. Real quick, Scott says there was 17 minutes that was gutted. Yes, there was. And what's that, Memo Boy? Memo Boy says, they cut. Yeah, they cut that whole death scene out. It was an off-screen kill, Bob.
Yep.
And I was like, I wanted to see her get killed on camera because she was so nasty and mean. Remember?
Yes, I was hoping to see it. When I didn't see it on the screen, I'm like, way to make me hate a character, and I can't even enjoy the death.
I know. It's like, why'd you do that to us? You made us really hate this character, and you didn't give us the payoff. The payoff of seeing her get butchered by Corey. Obviously, they
her
filmed
own
it.
son.
Her own son, which I know it's so messed up. But yeah, there were 17 minutes that were cut. Can you imagine? That's a lot. Yeah. Imagine what we would have seen in 17 minutes. Whoa.
Yeah, we would have seen probably some of that, maybe some more of a fight scene with Laurie and Michael. I mean, there's so much they could have done in those 17 minutes.
Oh, totally. Yes. So much more. And I kind of doubt we'll ever get a real director's cut where we can see it added back in, though. But I do hope they give us the deleted scenes at least. That would be nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the most we'll get is deleted scenes.
Same.
Unless they give us an extended cut like they did with Ends. But
that would be great. Yeah.
But then you run into one problem. You took the best part out of the movie. You pretty much made your audience hate the movie. And then you think they're going to come back and enjoy for the extended cut. This time around, no. I think Kills did it better with the extended cut. Like, kind of just changed really the ending.
Right. Really, exactly. And I like that ending much better. I watched the extended cut's the one I like to watch, for sure. Yeah. Wayne says, hey, Bob and Craven, how are your thoughts on Nope? I loved it. I love Wayne. I think Bob froze up on us for a second. I absolutely loved it, Wayne, and I'm very excited, legit excited to watch it a second time. Because more than likely, I'll be watching it again this weekend for sure. I know Bob really, really liked it. Oh, there he is. Bob, I was just giving Wayne a quick quick one synopsis of what I thought. You want to share with Wayne your thoughts real quick on Nope? What you thought of it?
7 out of 10, perfect film. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you go and watch it one time. It's gonna make you want to watch it again, so you can pick up on things.
Yes.
Believe me, I think
true.
you would love it,
Yeah, I do too.
and it's very unique
It
for
is.
today's films, with everything coming out.
That's right. All right. And real quick, yeah, Brett says the trailer for Shape of Halloween is December 1st for the teaser. Ooh, that's really
Ooh.
close, man. That's exciting. So, Brett, you and I need to talk, man. We need to coordinate getting you on here, or at least sending it to me, if nothing else. I want to debut it, but we should debut it on a stream when you can come. Real quick here before we go, Scott says Google News, the Blu-ray and 4K of Halloween Ends is supposed to add 10 of the 17 minutes that were gutted. Ooh, okay. All right. Well, we'll take what we can get.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, but I kind of feel slighted in the box office. Like, come on, you couldn't have just put it in when I went to see it. I have to travel
know.
50 miles to watch this, and you cut out good scenes.
For sure. Oh, dang. Well, you never know, man. I'm excited to see. I'm sure it'll be coming out soon. I mean, like,
Yeah,
imagine.
I would imagine it's probably going to come out either mid-November or mid-December somehow. Whether it's
Yeah.
digitally first and then we get the actual
Mhm.
discs. So I could see it within middle of this month or next month.
I think so, man. Because I have to imagine they want physical media out before Christmas for Christmas
Yeah.
gifts and stuff.
Maybe even,
Yeah.
but well, no, you want it after Black Friday, so I'd recommend
Mhm.
mid December. That way, that
Mid-December.
won't be on
Yep.
sale, because
Yep.
that way it wouldn't be on sale for Black Friday. At least
That's
that's
right.
how I would do it anyway.
I think that makes sense, man. It really does. Get it out for get it like a couple of weeks before Christmas, so people can pre-order it, and for Halloween fans, they can get them for gifts because they're going to want to capitalize on that Christmas shopping,
Yeah.
for sure. So people that buy, going into the stores, buy the Blu-rays, Best Buy, that kind of stuff, and yeah. So we'll see, but I think it will be. I think you're right. Mid-December sounds right. Sounds right. Um, but we'll keep you guys posted, obviously, as we find out dates and more information. But that's interesting, Scott. Thanks for sharing the news about
What they plan on adding.
yeah, the scenes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Memo Boy says, "Did you hear the rumors? They're saying Josh Segarra will be Sam's neighbors." Yeah, I've heard that rumor a while back. But listen, man, we just like we saw this past week, Bob, with the whole Clips Comprehend account claiming all this inside knowledge and
Hey,
saying that
I
the
will
trailer's
say,
coming.
I will say this. Don't be shocked if somehow they changed it just to mess him up, because I've seen this done with even video games where someone does get a leak in something and they
Yep.
have to change everything and it messes that person up. I'm not saying I truly believe him, but don't be shocked. I'm expecting it still to come out in a week or two. I'm
It
actually
could.
going out on a limb and saying I think they just moved it back a little bit because of him saying that to make it look unreliable.
That's possible. That's possible, man. I don't know. You know what? What we're gonna find out for sure. This person swears Nev is in the movie. This person says that they've given these descriptions of these characters. I mean, they've put so
Yeah.
much very detailed information out. So their credibility is either going to be restored or it's going to be completely falling apart. And we're going to find out in March, obviously, for sure. But
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
we'll take a grain of salt. Like I always say, grain of salt with these rumors. Maybe, maybe not. It could be true, may not be true. I don't report on a ton of that stuff. Every once in a while, I'll do a video if I find it really interesting. But even when I do those videos, I'm real careful to say this is not official.
Yeah.
This is not from the studio. Don't get your hopes up too much because it could easily be fabricated. These things.
And even if it's not, this is the one thing about today compared to when 96 came, like when Scream 96 was
Yeah.
released. The internet's taken a hold over it way too much to where everything gets ruined, and we have a repeat of Scream 2, where the endings change spur of the moment because people leak everything, and then it becomes a worse film in retrospect from what we could have gotten because I had to change it on the fly so it could be hidden from people.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm not insulting people who leak things.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
cool and all, but sometimes when it comes to whodunits, I personally hate that everything gets pretty much out there immediately if it's
I
true.
know. Seriously, dude. I totally got it. I'm with you. Danny says, am I going to do Scream Fest 5 weeks leading up to Scream 6? Yes. There will be Scream Fest coming up in March, and I'll be for end of February. We're going to watch every Scream film leading up to 6. Yes, indeed. That's going to be a fun time. It's going to be great.
It's going to be a Scream.
It's going to be a Scream, baby. That's right. And last one, and then we're going to shut it down. Which movie will you watch next of the new movies? I will see Smile this weekend. Smile is next on my list. I've seen Barbarian. Now I've seen Nope. I've seen Bodies. Those were all 3. Now, Bob, for me, it's Smile. And I'm just waiting for it to drop to a $6 rental. And I can't wait.
All I can say is I loved Smile.
Sweet.
I loved it. That's number 4 on my list, but in horror rankings. But for different reasons, it's just something that caught me off guard that I didn't think I would like, but it was a film I liked. I'll put it like that without ruining anything. I was expecting it to be different from what I saw in the trailer.
Yes, got you. Okay, well, I'm excited for it, man. I am. As soon as that thing is out for rent for like $6, comes off that $20 level, I'm gonna be renting it right away and watching it. So
now for me, it's Hellraiser. I actually plan on doing that tonight.
Gotcha. I haven't seen.
Well, I guess technically this morning, since it's 3:30 in the morning.
Exactly, dude. Seriously, I know it's so late. It's creepy and freaked me out. Yeah, I've heard a lot of things like that about Smile, so I'm very, very excited about it. So
yeah, and see, that's kind of what I mean. I didn't expect it to creep me out, but that's because most movies don't anymore.
Yes, true. Me too. All right, everyone. Well, listen, we'll call it a night here. We went almost 2 hours. We were only going to do an hour, so I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. And Bob, thank you so much for tonight, hanging out, watching the movie, and hanging out here afterwards. It's been a blast, buddy, as always.
Personally, thank you for having me because I had a blast. And it makes it better that your Houston Astros won when I couldn't see them win, so I didn't get angry at the score of 3-2.
Oh, they did win? Okay. That's awesome. What's the record now, man? What's the count?
Astros 3-2. So
3-2.
If they win one game, they win. If the Phillies win back-to-back, it's series over.
Okay. Wow. Oh, hey, real quick before we leave, guys. Look at Scott coming in here with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Scott. That's so kind of you to do here. He says, hey, I just wanted to send this to you for doing what you do and for just being you. Oh, that's so nice, man. Thank you. Really, I appreciate that. I believe comes out December the 12th. There you go. See, Bob, you nailed it, Bob. Right there. Right in the middle. You did it in December.
Hey, anybody. My birthday's December 20th. If you want to send it to me, let me know.
That's awesome. Dude, we're both December babies, man. I'm December 5th. My birthday's coming up in a month. December the 5th. And you're the 20th.
Yeah.
Nice. You're
Yeah, I share a
dude.
birthday with Scream.
I was gonna say you and Scream have birthdays. That's so cool.
Except I'm a year older than Scream, but still.
Still, yeah, I love it, man. Well, you know what, Scott, for your chat, man, for your super chat, your generous center super chat to close us out. Let's go ahead and finish out with some more Crispin Glover, and then we'll call it a night. So here we go for your super chat, Scott. Here comes Crispin Glover. Here we go. Dude, it's so bizarre with that crazy music I put on there. But it somehow
it fits
fit.
it so much better than what we hear in the film. At least
I
for
agree.
me, anyway.
It does for me too, man. It's like it's almost like they're listening to that and actually doing it. It's just, oh my gosh. Oh, let's see here. Denisha says, "What is the zodiac sign?" Well, I guess it would be Sagittarius. Yeah,
Yeah, mine's Sagittarius. I don't remember when that
Sagittarius.
starts because I know I'm one day right before it would change to Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken.
I was
Doesn't
gonna
that
say, I
change the
think you're.
21st?
Yeah,
Because
I
I'm
was gonna say
still
you're.
Sagittarius because I was December 20th.
Yeah,
But it's like not
right.
long after my birthday, it changes to, I think, Capricorn. So
Ah,
yeah, you'd have to be Sagittarius because it's usually
Sagittarius.
within
Okay,
a span of a couple weeks.
okay.
I believe that's how the signs work. I'm not looking at anything to prove myself right or wrong.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I don't pay much attention to that stuff anyway. Brett says, "Thank you, Craven and Bob." Well, you're welcome, Brett. Thank you for
No,
being
thank you,
here.
Brett, for showing up.
Yeah, for exactly, and all you guys for showing up and your super chats tonight. Thank you for your generosity as always. And I think we're gonna call it here. So I'll see you backstage in just a second. And for everyone in the chat, have a wonderful Friday. Don't forget Lethal Collective today at 5 p.m. Central Time. So I hope to see all of you there for the Lethal Collective, and we'll have a great time. And until then, subscribe to Hunting for Entertainment if you have not done so yet. Description to his channel link is in the description of this live stream. Just go right there and click it, and it'll take you right there. He's got some cool stuff. There's a lot of gaming stuff. Bob has got he's always hunting for entertainment, literally, and different. You never know, Bob, right? You just never know.
You never know. You never know.
Anything.
Michael Myers could be coming to my town next. He could be hunting me. Maybe I'm
That's
looking
true.
in this.
That's right, dude. You never know. Bob keeps things interesting and keeps you on your toes. So definitely check out his channel and subscribe if you have not. All right, everyone. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you so much for being here. And we'll catch you next time. Good night.
Good night.